Yogi Roth. We know him out west. Remember that name. Smart dude.
One of the most talented people I know because he does it all. He's a quarterback guru, a filmmaker, an on-air personality. He's who I hit up when I need travel tips or travel ideas. Yogi Roth is here. Hi.
Fundamentally, this sport has become about individuals to a degree. Like we talk about individual players. It's hard to bring a team together. It's exactly what Kyle Whittingham and his staff has done. They've often said next man up. He said it's in the 18 years of being the head coach at Utah. And every coach, Nigel, you know, says this across the country. Not many teams live it. Well, mid-September, they lived it, and they had to find a new running back. They found that man, Jaquindon Jackson, elevating because of Tavion Thomas no longer being the guy for them. They found it even at quarterback, Bryson Barnes on the Palouse mid-season. They found it so many times. Tight end, now Thomas Yasmin in the Pac-12 title. They'll find it again. And talking to Kyle Whittingham, I don't feel as though guys are going to try too hard in this game, Ash. They've been here, they know the setting, and now they just got to play their game. All right, so let's talk about pressure.
Yeah.
When you were at SC, we saw those highlights.
Yeah. And you was right there with me too. He was right there with us.
Not as fast, but we were with you. But SC was tracking, right?
Yeah.
Everybody came to see SC. They were the big show. Yeah. And on big stages, it was as though your team, when we were there, was, this is normal. Yeah. It's the first time for this team being on this big of a stage with the stakes. What would you tell these players around dealing with the magnitude and the expectations around them performing tonight?
Trusting the guy next to you.
I can't bury the lead. Yogi Roth's an author, a best-selling author. Congrats, Yogi. What are we going to see today from the new USC Trojans?
Well, the beginning of a great story, and the leader of that, of course, is Lincoln Riley, but one of his best characters, it's Caleb Williams. He's an absolute star. Only 7 starts in his career, Ted, but he is destined to be one of the greats here. I love his work ethic. We're going to see it on display this afternoon.
Wow! They bring 8. It's man coverage. Penix says, let it fly to my top target. Not once, not twice. Look like a fish in Pike Place Market. Watch his eyes the entire time, tracking it. Once, twice. Look at the eyes to the finish. Touchdown. Another explosive play by the Dogs.
Hubert sees it the whole time. Watch his eyes, just sitting there, reading it. As easy of a pick as he's going to get playing center field.
When Lincoln Riley got the job and he met with the team for the first time, he didn't say, you're going to run the Lincoln Riley offense. He said, no, you're going to run USC's offense. And they all bought in. We had a chance to talk to him in pregame, and he goes, I've never had a team like this. There's no bickering. There's no issues off the field. They are all in and going to work.
Check this out. Lincoln Riley, Caleb Williams. Moments ago, you see him say, hey, the time is now. Right there, the time is now. Let's go. This duo has been together for a long time, well documented. From OU to here, earlier in the quarter, he said, hey, you got this. Let's go. I need your body language. This is your moment. This is the time on the road, and here's your stage. This is called a hole shot. Best throw from Caleb Williams to his target. Watch Ryan Cooper just misses it by literal inches. It's a hole shot. You're never supposed to throw it or complete it unless you're Jordan Addison, a receiver, and Caleb Williams, and are that confident in one another.
Oh yeah, this community cares. We've been walking around campus on family weekend, and all they're talking about is coming to this stadium. But if they're gonna celebrate on the floor of this stadium, they better stop Bo Nix. He is playing at an all-conference level. It's so fun to talk to Michael Penix Jr. about. He said, my eyes are on the safety. And the minute he squared his hips right there, he said, I got you. My arm will beat your coverage. And that, the throw of the season, absolute fireball, complete dime. And he's been doing it all year. His name needs to be in consideration for all of the postseason awards, including the one in New York City, if he can keep this type of traction going, Ted. Check out Jack Coletta. We're going to be talking about him all game long right here. And then watch number 10, Raylan Goforth on this snap. He's at fullback. He knows his blocking assignment. The O-line does their thing, as does the tight end. And boom, right there, Ted. That opens up for Fenwick, one-on-one with Gentry. Here he is, ISO'd again. Look at his head. Bam, snaps right back, knows exactly his assignment. That's textbook fullback right there for you. When he got there, he said, I just want a seat at the table with some of those greats. Well, they're inviting him over to the table now. They're cleaning off his chair. They're saying, come on in. And I think when you watch him play, man, you just look at him and say, yep, there's so many reasons of why he's a Heisman candidate. How about number 1?
He can just play the position normally. He can climb the pocket. He can manipulate the pocket. He's not just an athlete. He's not just a scrambler. He can be a pure passer. Your life seemingly in football season goes so fast. Feels as though maybe this is the first time you had 10 minutes to sit and just be with the impact that you reference you've had on people.
Yeah. Don't really get to think about it much because everything's always moving. You don't ever really notice the impact that you have on people. So it is probably one of the first times that I've done so.
Caleb Williams gives an incredibly inspirational Heisman Trophy winning speech. Afterwards, he came over and addressed the media and talked about how he finally has that seat at the sought-after table of USC greats. I'll say this, Utah, since Kai Whittingham has been the head coach in this league, they're like a biker gang. They roll into your town, they take whatever they want, they leave it messy, there's things all over the place, and then they leave whenever the heck they want to leave. And in this league, they picked up a lot of real estate with this win over USC. We all know what is happening in 2 years. A lot of teams are talented in this league. We see 6 teams in the top 17. It's, again, Utah's league. 4th straight appearance outside of 2020, 2nd straight time they won it. This program put everybody on notice because Kai Whittingham is going to head into year 19 as, I think, a potential favorite, pending what happens at the quarterback position.